Hello my yogi friends, my name is Natasha. Welcome to Just the Flow. This takes my full power hour creative yoga sequence and just flows it out. We do have a small warm-up section of the class that's part of the sequencing, but we're not going to take time to really stretch. So hopefully you are warm, hopefully you have taken the class so you know the sequence that's coming. And we're going to start right in child's pose. I do recommend a block. We have a half moon, revolved triangle, revolved half moon, especially if you're not super warm. We don't need to worry about hitting the biggest expression of our poses. We can just kind of flow it out and have fun with creativity and dance. All right, meet me in child's pose. We'll take a couple rounds of breath and get right into it. Drop in. Head heavy, hips surrendering, releasing into the spine, letting go of your morning or your day. Softening through the forehead, the eyebrows, the jaw, and the tongue. Let's inhale through the nose deeply. Big sigh out, audible. One more time like that. Inhale. Fill up the back, sides, and belly like a balloon and sigh. All right, let's crawl out through our fingertips and let your chest and shoulders get a nice stretch. And then just to prepare our wrists and toes, we're gonna ragdoll up, tuck your toes under, and flex your palms forward. Flex and point your fingers up and down. Make a fist and some circles, right to left. And lastly, some blinks, blinking out onto your fingers like you're flicking water off your hands. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your toes. Now crawl your hands out to the right corner, diagonal, swooshing into some tabletops. We're gonna swoosh left, press into your fingers, swoosh left, child's pose. Swoosh it over, let's do that 3 times. Over and back, up into your tabletop, and then over and back. Now walk your right hand right side of your hip, lateral of the hip, big breath, and then lift up into a modified kneeling side plank. We're gonna lift our left leg and lower it, thread the needle, left arm under the right arm through the open space. Abduct and thread, abduct and thread. Good, stack your shoulders, your ribs, your hips, and then lift both arms. Turn your left toes over to the left. Find a kneeling side angle. Right arm stretches over the ear. Big breath. Perfect. Cartwheel your right hand forward and pull that left foot to the front of the mat for a twisting 90-90. And a big breath here. Now lift and turn right. Kickstand your right foot behind you. We have a side crunch, left elbow to knee. Knee over toe, big stretch. Tap your elbow to your knee and then reach your knee over your toe, stretching your ankle and your hips. Beautiful. Right arm's gonna cartwheel to the back of your mat, abduct, this time grabbing onto the pinky toe edge of the foot, hugging heel in and kicking toes back, partridge stretch. Like a kneeling sugar cane here. Puff the heart forward. Reach those toes behind you. Beautiful. As you let it go, your knees are gonna meet. We'll stretch our arms to the back and rainbow. Lift up on the top of your knees, swing your hands forward and your feet back to child's pose. Reset. Crawl your hands to the left corner. Swooshing hips, circling to the right, and then shoulders over fingers for 3. Kind of a half circle to a twisted tabletop. Here's 2. Hips back and to the right, shoulders over your fingers, and swoosh on back. Now walk your hands all the way to the left. Left shoulder, lateral of the hips. Big breath. And lift up. Kick your right toes out to that kneeling side plank. Right leg's gonna abduct, lift. Right arm threads through the open space. Here's 2. Leg lift. Reach under, thread the needle. Leg lift. And thread. Stack your shoulders. Take a moment and then On your exhale, lift both arms, use your obliques. Turn your right toes to the side, knee side of your mat. So we have a lateral stretch on the left side, kneeling side angle. Lift, crawl your right foot forward, left arm's gonna spin down, twisting 90-90 lunge. Breath in and out. As you lift, we're gonna kickstand our left toes behind us and bring our hands behind our head. We have a side kneeling crunch, elbow to knee, and then a big reaching knee over toe lunge to the top of your mat. Side crunch, obliques, and then big ankle, calf, and hip, hamstring. Good, opener, side crunch, and big reach. Push to the back of the mat, cartwheel your left hand down. Right leg lifts for your, we'll call it kneeling sugar cane. Hug your heel in, grab the top of the foot, and then kick on back. Strain that heart forward. Use your back muscles. Bring your knees side by side, stretch your fingers to the back of your mat, drop your head, and then big rainbow, crawl up to the top of the knees, circle, sweep your arms forward, send your feet back, tuck your toes, and find downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna take a couple hops to get warm and then go right into the flow. Bend your knees, look at your toes, bend your knees, look at your thumbs, and then take a big bended knee, jump your hips up and your feet forward. Shifting your weight to your hands, chair, hands down, jump back. Bounce 3, bounce 2, and then jump on 1. Butt up, feet forward, chair. Hands down, jump back, down dog. One more, jump, bounce, look forward, bounce like you're squatting in down dog, and then big hop up, land on the feet, sit in your chair, Utkatasana. Hands down, jump back. All right, we're gonna swing our right leg up to a down dog split. And we're gonna jump forward with a little scissor split and switch. So you're gonna bend the left knee and look forward. When you jump, your right foot is gonna swing forward. So you're gonna lift your hips and then right foot comes forward. Step back for a crescent lunge, right foot's forward. Go ahead and step back to down dog. Left leg's gonna split up. Look back, bend your right knee, look forward. Now, get some bounces in so you can jump high enough to jump your left foot forward. Your hips lift and your left foot jumps forward. Right foot back, crescent, high lunge. Bend the front knee, straighten the back knee, and then step back. All right, right leg up. We're gonna do that again and go right into the sequencing. Here we go. Left knee's gonna bend, look forward. Big jump switch, up. Right foot lands, left knee up, one-legged Tadasana, meet me here. Left foot over and across the thigh above the knee, squat down. Left shoulder finds left knee, arms flight back. Again, to one-legged Tadasana, rise it up, left knee in. Here we're spiraling to your half moon, knee externally rotates from the hip, and we sweep our right hand to the block or mat. Half moon might turn into sugar cane like that warm-up sequence if you'd like. If you're warm enough to grab the foot, no worries if it's just half moon today. All right, big step back for twisting lunge. Step back, left hand down, right arm up. We're making a left turn to Skandasana to the back of your mat. Lift, turn left, left knee bends the back of your mat. It's a half squatting Skandasana to warrior 2, right toes forward, warrior 2. Skandasana is gonna take us all the way down to our mat. Use your hands if you need to. Internally rotate, your knees meet, fold. Stack your shoulders, externally rotate, your knee goes out, half tree, fold. And lift. All right, step your left foot off your mat, cartwheel your right hand behind you for this wild thing variation. And we're gonna take both hands to your right. Lower your hip and then stack your left foot over your right for these kind of twisted chaturangas, or hip, chest, chin, we'll call it. Feet are to the top of your mat, bend and straighten the elbows for 3, 2, and 1. Now your left foot, the top leg, crosses over. We spin to your left for a seated twist. Big breath in and out. Take your foot off and roll on to that knee for a kneeling side plank like we had in the warm-up. All right, we're gonna abduct the right leg up and then thread the needle here 3 times while the leg is raised, kind of leveling up the warm-up sequence. Here's 2, thread, here's 1. Now we're gonna try to lift your bottom knee for a adducted side plank. Step back for a twisted down dog, head towards the back of your mat. Let's try that 2 more times. Left knee down, stack your right shoulder up, kneeling side plank, kick your left knee or foot forward, step back, twisted down dog. Right hand towards left toes or ankle. Slide the left knee down again, stack your right shoulder. Last time, kick through side plank. Step back, down dog with a twist. Strong left shoulder, pushing your mat forward. And as you come back this time, cartwheel up to gate pose, reaching for your right toes. I'm not mirroring you, so just listen to those cues. This gate pose will take us to an active side angle. Bend your right knee and step on your foot. Tuck your back toes under. Keep reaching. Now lift your knee and jump that foot back for this active side angle. Pretty tough to hold. Breathe through. From here, revolved warrior or reverse warrior. Left hand behind back, right arm lifts. Bend into the front knee. Trikonasana, straighten your front knee and reach your right hand down. Left shoulder rises. You can keep that left hand behind the back. Bring your right toes in, wide leg. Fold with a twist, right hand towards left ankle. Fold it, you can keep that left hand behind your back. Now a couple shapes to the back of the mat. Spin your toes behind you. It's a revolved triangle, Trikonasana. So your hips are squaring to the back and your left arm is gonna lift now. Pretty straight legs, unless you need to bend them. And again, a block is highly encouraged here, or fingertips. We'll give you a couple inches. Draw that left hip back, stack your shoulders. Now look forward. Walk your right hand forward without the block. Lift your right leg for revolved half moon. It's a tough one. Squeeze your glutes, hamstrings, connect to core. Step your right foot in, bend your knees generously, and hook your right elbow for twisted or revolved Utkatasana chair. If you can't quite get your elbow across your outer thigh, bring your elbow to right in between your thighs, so it's not as intense there. Thumbs towards sternum, butt back. Now all we're gonna do is lift, standing mountain to the back of your mat. Walk over your right shoulder, falling warrior 2. Lift your right leg and then trust yourself to land and bend your front knee. Warrior 2. You can wiggle wider when you get there if needed. From here, lounging lizard or horizon lunge. Pick up your back heel, reach your left fingers far forward. Lift your hips and then spin all toes to the right. Left hip lands, lounging lizard. Big breath here. Beautiful. Stepping forward into chair. Rotate your right toes, step forward, and pull your hips back. This one we're gonna take feet shoulder width apart, so we have the option for crow bakasana or crow prep. Pull your knees into the shelf of your elbows or your armpits. Lean, spread your fingers, grip, hands are shoulder width apart. Lean forward as you come onto the very tippy toes. Lean so far forward that maybe your toes get light. You can keep your toe mounds down, or you can try to pick up your heels, push your shoulders down, squeeze your belly, protract the shoulders, either jump back from the balls of the feet or shoot your legs back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And take a little child's pose. And we're moving quick and we're just flowing out the sequence. So again, hopefully you're familiar with it so you don't feel lost. I do encourage taking the class first, but some of you just can take these, no problem. You're just good at listening to those cues. This is a little time to take a sip of water, stretch out your wrists, your neck, your shoulders, and we're doing that second side. Feel free to hit pause if you do need more time. Otherwise, we are going into down dog. Meet me here. Push your mat forward, chest towards toes, lift your tailbone. Knees can always stay bent in down dog. Left leg is gonna split up. Bend the right knee and then gaze forward. Try to get a big jump so we can jump switch the feet. Bend your knee, hips up, left foot comes forward. One-legged Tadasana, right knee lifts as you rise. Step your foot across your thigh over your knee, kind of cycling the foot diagonal. And squat down, right shoulder and right knee connect, arms fly back. Lift it up. Again, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, high knee. Rotate the hips, spiral around to half moon. Finding your block or the mat. Stay in half moon or maybe it's sugar cane. Big step back to the ball of the foot, switch directions, we're twisting lunge. Right hand down, left arm up. Make a right turn, Skandasana, right knee bends to the back side of your mat. Just a half squat this time. Warrior two, arms pull apart, left toes forward. Right turn, Skandasana, all the way to the mat. Use your hands if you need to. Internally rotate the right hip, fold towards left toes. Lift, externally rotate, that tree shape, and fold. Lift, step your right foot forward, left arm circles back, lifting up your hips to that wild thing variation. Take your right hand under your right shoulder as you twist, lower your left hip and then stack your feet. Some push-ups here, chest to mat, 3. Bend your elbows back like chaturanga, 2 and 1. Right foot crosses over, right sit bone lands as you twist to your right. Lengthen the spine, engage the core as you pull the belly in, twist. Uncross and roll onto the right knee, but pull that knee under your hip, kneeling side plank. And of course you can make sure your knee is on your mat for comfort. Abduct the left leg, thread the needle for 3 while the leg is lifted. 2, twist and stack, and 1. Now the hard part, lower the left foot, try to lift your right knee forward or up. Step that foot back, twisting down dog. Left hand towards right toes or right ankle. Strong right shoulder, hopefully you're not on a slippery mat. Turn left, right knee down. Again, kick through or any kind of lifted side plank to your step back position. Knee down, kneeling side plank. Soften. And then activate again. Press into those fingers, kick the right foot forward or the knee, step back, twisting down dog. This time as you spiral your right knee down and make that left turn, lift your body, cartwheel to gate pose to the front of the mat. You can circle out that wrist. All right, from kneeling gate to side angle. Step on the left toes. Keep reaching forward, both hands now. Tuck your right toes under, lift your knee and jump that foot back. And then try to fight to hold on to this for a big breath. Reverse warrior, right hand behind back, left arm lifts. Bend into front knee, stretch up. Trikonasana, triangle, straighten front knee, reach down towards your toes or ankle or block, right shoulder lifts, tuck tailbone, breathe. Bring your left toes in, wide leg fold with a twist, reach for your right ankle, fold, nose towards knee, breathe. As we turn to the back, rotate your feet, maybe shorten your distance and lift your right arm. Revolved triangle, now square that left hip, kind of pull forward, right hip back. Now it's revolved half moon. You'll need a little space forward. Walk your block or your fingers long and try to lift up through that left leg. Squeeze your glutes, hamstrings, bend your right knee if necessary. Lift. This shape's taking us to twisting chair. Step your feet together and pull your palms together as your left elbow either hooks on the right, over the right thigh, or just presses in between your legs. Couple deep breaths, we're almost done here. As we lift to standing mountain, face the back of your mat. Walk halfway around or a quarter turn, and then falling warrior two. Trust the fall. Big step, bend the front knee, reach your arms apart, and then wiggle to where you want to be in your warrior two. We're going to take our hands forward, lift your back heel. The further away your right hand is reaching, the easier, the gentler your lounging lizard will be. Hop onto the ball of the foot. Spin all 10 toes to your left. Drop your right sit bone. Relax into the right shoulder. So you have some hip opening. You have a big side stretch. Should feel good though. Big breath in and out. All right, you ready to close this for the Bakasana? All right, spin your toes forward, lift your hips, spin your toes, step forward, find your chair. All right, give yourself space to go into crow. And I'm going to encourage you to do whatever you're working on, whether that's just the prep of crow, whether you can crow press to handstand, crow drop to headstand. I'm going to try that one. Have a really strong chaturanga so you don't crash on your head. You're going very lightly. Lift your hips, feet shoulder width, hands shoulder width. Pull the knees onto the shelf of your triceps as high up your elbows as you can by coming on your tippy toes. Bend your elbows and then lean forward. Crow or crane, trying to straighten your elbows. And then if you're going into headstand, you're gonna chaturanga. You're gonna slowly drop your head, and you could keep your tripod headstand, or you could press up, strong shoulders. Good, pull the knees back onto the shelf if you're going back in, or you could jump back to chaturanga, or you can try to look forward, lean your shoulders forward, look forward, push down, squeeze the knees, the heels up, and then you could jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. I don't have a lot of space here. And child's pose. Melt. Big breath in and out like we started. All right, I encourage you to maybe do that flow again. Maybe work on some shapes or transitions you are working on since you're pretty warm by now. Take a Shavasana, make sure to release your wrists. If you did try the crow pose or any of those arm balances, definitely give your wrists a counter stretch. Let me know how that went. Do you take the full class first, or can you actually follow this class without seeing it? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment, a like, a share, even just a heart goes a long way to get my channel out there. Maybe become a member and you'll get my classes first. It's just $3 a month. Think of it as a tip to support my work. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.